Better talk to them. They're gonna run away.
Oh no, don't run away. Hi guys. Sorry, I'm gonna mess with my bangs for a minute.
That's exactly why
I know
they're
that's
here.
why
They're
you're
here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi everybody.
A little bit late.
Oh wait, that's fine. At least we're here.
That's fine.
First of all, second day of second grade.
Yep, for me.
Excited to have Wes back in school. And to get on like more of a schedule, I think.
You might need to just talk loud because someone's mowing their grass.
Of course. But yeah, so we're back on a schedule. It feels good. So hopefully we'll be doing more of these consistently. Also, this is kind of more of like our busier time of year.
Yeah, summer's over.
Yeah.
We're back at it.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, and the big news is really that we're releasing a new bag.
And we named it.
We did. We named it.
Finally.
I'm excited about it. So, whoa.
Sorry.
So if you guys weren't here last week, that was last week, right? Or you haven't seen any images yet.
Yes.
This is our new bag, and we've named her Ainslie. This name actually came from, it was the name of the street that Nick and I lived on for our first apartment, where we lived together for the first time. So today's actually
12 years ago.
That's when we lived together.
Probably.
But today is our 9-year wedding anniversary.
Whoop.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, thanks.
So it seemed very appropriate, and I do like that name. I think it's cool and suits the bag.
Yeah, you guys came up with a lot of cool names too. And we always love just hearing those too.
Yeah, we'll bank those for potential future bags.
Future bags.
And now will probably come the more difficult part, where we have to go through the collection and decide who's
just continuing.
Yeah.
That is the hardest part.
I know. The other day, I was lying in bed with Wes, like, to say goodnight, whatever, and he goes, "How many bags do you have? Can you name them all?" And I was like, oh God. And I sat there and named them, and I thought I was done. I'd be like, oh right, and then this bag. And I did it like probably 3 more times, so.
Get it together.
It's clear that we need to edit a little bit, so. But yeah, so excited about this bag. It's gonna be released, or
September 1st.
September 1st. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Order week starts September 1st. We're going to release this bag
At the same time.
at the same time, standard pre-order style for that week. I'm just finishing up the product page. I've got images on there, description.
Yeah, we did a photo shoot the other week.
Measurements.
Mm-hmm. All that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
So September 1st.
Yeah. And just to talk about the bag really quick. So it's a really great crossbody bag. I've worn this bag now a handful of times, and I'm really enjoying it. It's very comfortable to wear. It goes with like everything.
This is probably our most deceivingly large bag.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel like our bags are deceivingly small.
Right.
Sometimes.
Like when you open them, you're like, oh, there's not as much room as you thought there would be.
So like, for example, just because of the cool shape of this bag, the Boda,
it can't hold quite as much.
It has a lot of volume, but like shape-wise, it's just really for like essentials, right?
Yeah.
So this one is similar, but like I feel like it's deceptively bigger inside.
Right, and that's really due to a couple things. One, we made the gusset on this bag just a little bit wider than we have with other, normal crossbody bags, but also the new gusset style that we worked on. If you guys can see that. Instead of it just being like a gusset sewn to, 2 panels to make a bag, there's actually another piece sewn here and another piece sewn here, and then those are sewn to the gusset. So it actually creates a really big space when you open it up. Oops.
You're essentially not losing seam allowance.
Exactly.
In the gusset size, the leather width.
Exactly. So you can see, hopefully, that it's hard to see. Wow. There's a lot of room in there.
Lots of happy anniversaries.
Oh, thank you. We probably need to do like one of those videos of like how much stuff you can fit in there.
Yeah, we definitely do. We haven't done one of those in too long.
Yes.
The name made me think of a great character name from The West Wing.
Oh, I never watched that show.
I actually haven't either.
Sorry for the lawn mowing. Just Someone decided to mow them on at the same time.
Can I say your outfits are so on point with the backdrop today?
Oh yeah, look at that. We kind of match.
We love autumn, so like it's been a little bit cooler here, and it's been
like abnormally cool for this time of year.
Yeah, it's like a perfect beginning to fall.
Yeah.
Kind of weather.
Like mid to low 70s and like no humidity
50
for once
at night.
Yeah, it's been because it was so hot and humid all summer long, so it's nice to.
Is that called a welt? I don't think so.
I just call it a gusset. I don't know if a welt is a specific type of gusset.
I could be wrong, but welting to me is like boots or shoes.
Yeah. Is it the back?
But heel? You could be right. I don't know.
But yeah. So to talk about the bag a little bit,
right.
It's a great crossbody bag with a top handle. As you guys can see, one of the main points is the mixture, which we haven't done on any other bag, on the exterior of the bag, the mixture of bridle and milled. The only thing is like this particular milled, when we got this batch, is like a touch lighter than they normally are. So it's actually creating a lot more contrast.
So it's probably good just to talk about that generally now.
Yeah.
So like, in my opinion, from what I've seen, like the black on black will probably be the least amount of contrast.
Yep.
And then the olive, meaning bridal and milled, could also be similar in the way that it contrasts. I've also seen this burgundy look identical in
to
color
the bridal.
to this.
Yeah, so there will be variation when ordering this.
And
just
then
meaning
chestnut is probably going to be identical. I haven't seen too much variation there.
Yeah, and so.
And then navy. Navy's
I
going to
think
be
navy's
more
going
blue.
to navy will probably have the most like differing contrast, I think.
Yeah.
Or the olive, but yeah. So there will be variation in the bag you get, just in the how light the milled might be in comparison to the bridal. But yeah, so that's one of the main things. Then we've got this really great top handle. So last week we talked about potentially making the handle smaller, and then in taking photos and in me actually wearing the bag for quite a bit,
it seems fine.
It seems totally fine. It's actually super comfortable and like a great, doing this is easy peasy. And it did not hinder me at all from wearing the bag. And I'm a smaller person, so it's really not, in the way at all for me, with short arms. So I imagine someone with longer arms, you're gonna have even more distance from that handle, so shouldn't be a problem.
It's so hot in Arizona where I'm at. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I saw that. Did you see that crazy dust storm in Arizona?
No, I didn't.
Oh my, it's called a funny name. I forget what they call it, but it looked
Have you considered doing suede instead of milled? So
actually,
someone else asked that.
Yeah.
This might be the same person. I don't know.
It's possible.
It's possible. We looked into suede because we had some big plans for when we were doing the milled collection and trying to figure out the interior exterior, and considered suede for the interior.
Yep.
We weren't able to really find exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
So we ended up doing obviously the milled. But it's something that we can look into because that piqued your interest a little bit when we started talking about it.
I like the idea of having it as like a potential interior. As for an exterior, the only issue is that you cannot finish suede the way that you finish bridal or milled.
So the edge would be raw.
The edge, exactly. So like we sand, bevel, burnish, and paint all of our edges, and you really can't. The only thing you could do with suede would be to potentially paint the edge, which could be fine. I've not worked with suede very much, or I could see it being kind of like weird and crunchy. I don't know. But
if we find something we like, we just have to experiment with it to see if that's the direction we want to go.
Yeah.
The raw edge is not something I considered, so.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's
not.
like in my mind, if we were doing suede interior, I would still sand, bevel, burnish, paint, and it would just be kind of different on the sueded side, or it would have to be rolled. The sueded side would have to be rolled, something like that. But anyways, so yeah, it is a great suggestion. It is something we've thought about before.
Great looking bag.
Thanks. So yeah, top handle is going to stay just as it is. I do need to edit that pattern. Do not let me
Ever
forget.
play with any rough out designs? I've definitely seen those around. We
What does that
haven't.
mean?
So like you're using these like the
Oh, the backside
Yeah.
as the front
Yeah.
or as the exterior. No, I'm not.
we haven't. I'm trying to think. I've seen that on like a Horween. I've seen it on things that have stamps on the
Right, to
inside.
show that off.
But that's probably not something we would do, just aesthetically.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit like, it just aesthetically wouldn't fit quite as well.
But yeah.
But yeah.
Just imagining the pop in the color. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be really nice. And we are talking about potentially doing like a two-tone at some point with her.
Oh boy.
Okay, so then the other thing is, so there's a magnet right here. That's how the bag closes. I've put a bunch of stuff in here. Magnet works great. Only other thing, please ignore her belly button. That was an accident, and that will not be on the final bag.
There won't be a rivet there.
Yeah, there's no rivet. I just like made a hole in the wrong spot and didn't know what to do, so I covered it up. So she's got this additional pocket. It's perfect for a cell phone. That's where I put my cell phone when I was using it. Works great. You can fit, like we said, quite a bit in this area because you're not losing the seam allowance, like Nick said. Then the strap is
strap attachment.
Yeah, the strap is removable, very easy off of the lid. It is a new way that we're ending the strap, and it's utilizing like the smaller trigger clips, which I really like because they're really elegant and they look nice inside the bag. And it just having it attached to the lid seems to work really, really well. And putting a bunch of stuff on it, it didn't really affect it in any way. And that way it's not pulling out the gusset because I truly can't stand that when that happens. The logo is stamped on the pocket, so when you have your bag closed, this was the other kind of reason for putting the attachment for the crossbody where it is. I really wanted there to be like little to no hardware shown when wearing the bag, and truly the only hardware that you can see are these two rivets on the strap and the button stud on the strap. Otherwise there is zero hardware visible when wearing the bag.
Do you want to give size comparison?
Sure.
Because it actually probably fits more than the mini battery.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't look particularly larger.
Yeah, so they're, when you hold them up, like they're very similar in size.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely fit more in the Ainslie bag.
Turn yours.
Oh, there you go. Because the gusset on this guy comes in, like goes inside of the bag itself, it ends up taking up a lot more room. And then again, the way the gusset's sewn on, you're losing the seam allowance a little bit. But because this gusset utilizes these extra panels, you really get a ton of room on the inside when the bag is closed or open. And then that's the big battery, which I imagine the big battery probably will be able to hold some bigger stuff. Yeah, than the Ainslie, just based on the size. So yeah, I was gonna say something else and now I forgot what it was. But yeah, this is, and just, someone had commented a while back when we first, I think maybe when we first did the first live where we showed this bag, that they said they really loved the bag, but they wished
design.
that the strap were longer. So first, keep in mind that I'm very short. I have it set at I think the shortest setting right now. Yeah. So our straps are highly adjustable the way that they're designed. This is it at its shortest setting. So if you wanted to wear it as just like a shoulder bag, you could absolutely do that. And then you can make it quite long, which I know I've shown this a million times, but just to anybody who's new. And then it gets up to this long. So it's very adjustable. However, if you still, and we have the adjustment measurements on the website in the product description. However, if you still feel like that is not going to be long enough for you, or you want it to be shorter, we always do, there's no way for us to like put it on the website.
Just put it in the notes in your order, and we can change your strap size for you.
Yeah.
That's easy to do.
Yeah, not a problem to do like a custom strap length for that.
How did you hide the attachment of the D-rings in the lid? I can't
yeah.
figure out how that works.
How that works? Sure, no problem. I can show that. Okay. D-rings in the lid.
The bags are gorgeous. The dust storms are called Haboob.
Habubu. Or Haboob. A Haboob. That's it. I just added another. Isn't that weird stuffed animal that everybody's into? Is that what that thing is?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's clearly millennials over here. I knew I had a weird name. Okay, how I hid
I wonder why.
the D-rings. Okay, I'm gonna have to get real close to you guys. Ignore my under eye bags. So I've got these little, maybe I can take this strap off. It'll be easier to show you guys.
Is that the name of, are dust storms called that?
Yeah.
Or is that like, did they start naming dust storms? Like
No.
hurricanes?
That's the name they use for a dust storm. Yeah. Or sandstorm? Is that different? I don't know.
Dust storm.
Clearly grew up on the East Coast where that doesn't happen. Okay. So here for YouTube, or actually both can see it. D-ring sewn in. I punch, so first of all, the lid is fully lined with milled. So that's what's really kind of like hiding how it's attached. So I punch a little hole in there with this guy, a little oblong punch. And then I have a little thin piece of milled in there. That's like a little tiny strip. And so I wrap it around the D-ring and I kind of like stick that through the hole and then open it back up once it gets to the hole. So it's like, if it's two pieces, or it's a piece, but it's like folded, right? Goes through the hole and then I open it back up like this. I glue those pieces down and then I hand stitch around, it's hard to see the stitching, but they are stitched in place. So they're glued and stitched all the way around, both D-rings, they're not going anywhere. Also,
so it's from the Arabic word wind,
oh,
which makes sense because they have sandstorms.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dust
that
storms.
Totally makes sense. Look at all this we're learning
Your
so
daily
much
etymology.
today. But yeah, so also utilizing like the really tiny D-rings has been really nice. I like just how elegant those are. And really, essentially, it's the same way I do the top handle. So you can see, hopefully Instagram can see too. The top handle is got an oblong punch in there, and then this type of top handle only has one piece, but it's bent inside going this way, and then I stitch all the way around that hole, and then it's essentially glued and sewn in place, so it's not going anywhere. So yeah, that's
I really like how clean the gusset is. It feels
same. I need to dust it
feels so
actually.
nice. Wow.
From sanding, it got some stuff in
From
there.
all those dust storms.
I also really love how easily it closes, because essentially this like loop is guiding you so easily to put it into that spot. And once this, I mean,
I'm not trying to make you work hard here.
No. Well, sometimes closures can be annoying, like a
Yeah,
buckle,
true.
things like that. But this is so quick. It reminds me of like how the Betty, our wallet, is just like so satisfying to close. It makes that little snap. Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
Kind of is, yeah.
So yeah. So anyways, this is how she looks without her strap. If you'd like to just use it as a handbag, another option.
What do you use for your handle padding / core?
Leather.
More leather.
Yep.
It's a leather cording.
Yep. There's leather cording inside here. That's how I get it, like, to have that.
There's a
kind
lot
like
of different
3D.
options. We just wanted to keep it leather
Yeah.
for continuity and longevity.
Exactly. Some people will use, I think, like
There's
rope,
all sorts of things.
rubber, all kinds of stuff. It's just like how
Plastics,
we don't.
fillers.
Exactly. It's just how we also don't use like the fillers to stiffen up our bags at all. Instead, we only use leather. There's no, like you said, there's no plastic or anything like that inside or being used on it. So, yeah, I think that's all the info on Ainslie. But I'm really, really happy with this bag. It just makes me feel good to use it.
On a side note, I've got some scraps that I'm gonna probably post soon.
Yeah, you guys know that those go really fast.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to buy scraps, do you know when you're going to be putting those up or not yet?
I might end up just doing it with the September, just so.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
September
sense.
1st. Make it easy.
Yep.
Which part do you hand sew?
Oh, I'm stitching around
Yeah.
the top handle. So there's stitching going around here to attach it. It's very difficult to see. There you go, YouTube, Instagram. And then same on the D-rings. I'm stitching around.
It's a
those.
matching thread size to the rest of the bag.
Yeah, and
you probably wouldn't even know
that it was hand sewn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also got pricking irons that are very similar to the width of our stitches.
And the shape of the needle.
Right. They're very similar to the sewing machine, so that way they look the same or pretty darn close.
It's true.
Yeah. So that's
what else we got?
Just love the two-tone. I'm so glad that we did that. AKA I did that.
Yeah. Pat yourself on the back there. It was a good choice.
I know. I know, so I did it.
I just picked up the Cobra Class 26 and I'm loving it.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, we have 2 of those, obviously.
Yes.
Or maybe not, obviously.
True. Totally possible.
But yeah, we like those machines a lot.
It's great. It's just the perfect machine for making bags.
So
it's
a little baggy.
It is. Like, honestly, the only thing I would say is the only thing improvement I could possibly imagine would be. Oh, it's a leaf blower.
Oh.
I was like, what is that noise?
Someone's
is it this,
sawing into our house.
Yeah, the cylinder arm could be skinnier. I think the machine that our friend Jamie has very...
You would have to give up bobbin size.
Is her bobbin smaller, though?
True. It might be a different shape bobbin.
Different
Because they have different...
circle.
There's like U bobbins. There's different bobbins.
A U? What's a U bobbin?
And bobbins. You don't believe me, but it's true.
Lying.
There's different bobbins.
I've only seen a circle, personally.
I would assume... I'm going to guess that from A to Z, the Z would be the biggest bobbin, or maybe it's just named after the shape.
Oh, it's the size.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to tell me it was shaped like a U. And I was
well,
like,
there's ones that have like a casing that kind of look like a little U.
Oh, yeah, the casing around the outside of it. Okay. Sure.
Hello from Uruguay.
Hi.
Hello from Argentina.
Did we miss any
Turkey.
questions before? I feel like there's people saying things.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we got it. I think if you guys ask your questions, because we're going to jump off of here.
Yeah, or if we did miss your question, please throw it back in.
We just wanted to come on here and talk about naming the bag, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Naming's so funny. Sometimes you're like, very easily, like, this bag's name is this. And sometimes it's like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel like the name has to suit the bag.
It definitely has to suit the bag.
It's kind of like how we named
I'm
our
not going to call this an Ebenezer bag. What's that?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
You got to mean it before you name it.
It's true.
Yeah.
And, like, the shape comes into play. We haven't named something after, like, a geographic area in a while. So that was kind of nice.
Well, it also helps that Ainslie happens to be a name.
Well, they're all, I mean, the names are names.
Yeah.
Generally of people.
Or they could
Street
be
names.
pine. They could be
nature.
Yeah, nature inspired. All
True.
kinds of stuff.
Where do we go? Wonderfully made. Do you guys have a fanny pack? We have a belt bag.
Yes.
Called the Charlotte. Which there's one over here.
You guys gonna say there's one somewhere hiding?
I was messing with the wall and
trying
to figure out
move
how
stuff
to
around. Dusty basement.
All dusty over there.
It's from standing leather. So this is our Charlotte bag.
Yeah.
It's a belt bag. So I typically like to wear it across my chest like this. I actually use not this exact bag, but this bag all the time. Although
I would think most people would wear it across or on the back.
Yeah, I usually wear it.
Bag, but
yeah, like this.
We've seen people wear them all different ways.
But yeah, I think Lacey actually the other day, or maybe this morning, I think she posted it wearing it this way with like a dress.
Oh, cool.
Like a big flowy dress.
Oh, yeah, because it's kind of like a belt.
One thing that's really nice about wearing it that way, yeah, is it can really cinch in whatever you're wearing. But yeah, so this is our Charlotte sling bag. Are we supposed to call it that, or just our Charlotte bag?
Either of those work.
Yep.
For me.
It's got a magnetic closure.
Just like a good everyday carry kind of thing.
Yeah, good like minimalist carry. And then the stamp is on the back, so you don't really see that often.
Do you ever use zippers in your bag? Why or why not? I just learned about you two on a back episode of The Lost Trade. Oh my goodness. That was a couple of years ago. Lost Trade.
Oh, how cool.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
So we do have some zippers
Yeah.
that we use. We try to match the closure with the design. Not every bag needs a zipper. Not every bag needs a magnet. So
like we used to have all of our interior pockets would have zippers, but we switched that out more recently because
actually at this point, is it just one bag that has?
There's multiple bags. So the Boda has a zipper.
Forgot about the Boda.
Boda has a zipper top
like
closure.
you can see, this would be weird to have like a magnet cinching it together. Or...
Right, because you really want to keep that nice shape. So this guy has a zipper. The Luna has a zipper, which I don't have one. I can grab.
And many Shelby used to
but we
have
took it out.
a hat, but it doesn't anymore.
The Maeve has a zipper. I'm actually working on pockets. They're
Well,
pocket
it has a zipper on, not as a main closure, but they're not asking that either.
zipper, general zipper questions. So this is an interior pocket I'm working on for the inside of a Maeve bag, or bigger Maeve bag, and that obviously has a zipper closure.
I mean, obviously you could put a zipper on everything if you really wanted to. Constructing it, some you can't. If like we couldn't put one on our mini Bowery or Bowery very easily without kind of reconstructing how it works with our tools. You could hand stitch it on there, but
I mean there's a way to do it, but yeah,
it'd be much more complicated. But that also then, in my opinion, wouldn't match and feel like that design. So
right. I don't love the look of a zipper. It's not my favorite closure type. However, there are times where it makes sense. Oh yeah, the bigger wallet, the Sally wallet also has a zipper on it. Do you have one there?
Speaking of bobbins, I've seen your videos that you adjust the tension on the bobbin. Is that the way you mostly adjust the tension? That's how Leanne does it. She's not a fan of messing around with the top tension.
This guy also has a zipper. This is our Sally wallet. It also has a strap. Yeah, so I like to mess with the reason I like to mess with the bobbin rather than the top is it is very difficult to know what you did last when looking at the top part, because it's
some people will mark
right, which you totally could do that. Put like 2 marks on the turny bit. But the inside bobbin has this itty bitty
has a flathead
screw. And so I know that on the one machine, if I look at the bobbin and the flathead thing is vertical, then I know, okay, I must have been either sewing 1 layer or of bridle or 2 layers of milled. And then I know that, so it needs to be tighter, right? And so then I go the other way if I'm sewing, it's got to be horizontal if I'm sewing 2 layers of bridle, because it's always a quarter turn to get it to not pop the knot in either direction.
And if I remember correctly, a quarter turn is equal to a full turn
on the top. Mm-hmm. Which is another part that makes it more difficult in my mind to remember what you did. Because if you had...
It works for her.
If you had 2 dots and you turned it fully, it's going to go back to where it was. You're not going to know where you left it. Unless you like write a note to yourself or something.
You get lost either way. But that's just the way that it's easier for her. So it works.
Yeah.
Does it look weird?
Yep, looks like you put a filter on somehow.
How did I do that?
I don't know, you're real good at it, but let's leave it. I look a lot better.
There we go. Sorry. How do I always do that? I didn't even touch it over there.
You're probably just like scrolling the comments.
Anyway, final questions. We just named a new bag. It's coming out September 1st as a pre-order.
Ainslie.
All standard colors.
Yeah.
What else? That's it.
Yeah, September 1st. Order is going to be order week. It's just around the corner. What day of the week is that? You know?
Nope. Too far ahead.
Yep.
Listen, we just got to get through. All right, he's off of school Monday.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. We got 2 days of school in there. I'll take it.
Welcome to the world, Ainsley.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna get back
Thank
to
you.
like real work.
Yeah, we got lots to do, guys. We gotta fulfill your orders.
We're a little behind. Sorry.
We're working on it.
Labor Day Monday.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. So hopefully we'll see you next Thursday.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you.
Stop talking.